Hey there! Today we're telling the full story of Markus Grayson, also known as Kid Invincible, the powerful and emotional journey of a kid born from tragedy who becomes one of Earth's greatest heroes. From his troubled beginning to becoming a symbol of strength and hope, Markus's life is full of twists, heartbreak, and redemption. Let's dive into the story of the boy who never asked to be born, but still chose to become a hero. It all starts with Anissa, a powerful warrior from the Viltrumite Empire. The Viltrumites were a race of super-strong aliens who believed in taking over weaker worlds by any means necessary. When she was sent to Earth, her mission wasn't just to scout it, it was to create more Viltrumite children who could help in the future conquest of the galaxy. But Earth's only Viltrumite was Mark Grayson, also known as Invincible. He refused to help. He didn't believe in the Empire's violent ways. Anissa didn't take no for an answer. In a horrible moment, she assaulted Mark, a shocking and painful event that would haunt both of their lives forever. From that act, she became pregnant. She returned to Earth and gave birth to a baby boy named Markus. She kept the truth hidden from Mark and raised the child in secret. To give Markus a more stable life, she lived with a human man named Scott, who acted like a real father to Markus. And to the boy, Scott was his dad. He had no idea about aliens, the Viltrumite Empire, or what had really happened before he was born. His life was simple and peaceful for a while. He laughed, played, and looked up to Scott like any kid would. At the same time, tragedy struck. Anissa died. But things started to change. One day, Markus's powers suddenly awakened. Just like his father, he was super strong, could fly, and heal fast. But he didn't know how to control it. In a panic, his powers caused destruction and fear. It scared everyone, including himself. And while he was still trying to understand why everything was falling apart, someone unexpected showed up. Mark Grayson, his real father. Their first meeting wasn't happy or exciting. It was filled with questions, confusion, and anger. Mark explained the truth about who he was, who Anissa really was, and how the Viltrumites tried to use him to create a child. He told Markus that he was half Viltrumite. He felt like his entire life had been a lie. He didn't know who to trust anymore, or even who he was. The emotional weight crushed him. Markus didn't want to be half Viltrumite. He didn't want to be the product of something so dark. He missed Scott, his real dad, in every way that mattered. He felt like he didn't belong anywhere, but Mark didn't give up on him. After the war was over, Mark had a talk with Scott. He asked if Marky would come with him to live in space, but Scott said no. He wanted to stay on Earth and keep raising Marky along with his sister, so Marky grew up with Scott, who took good care of them both. As he got older, Marky decided to become a superhero just like his dad. He made a costume and started calling himself Kid Invincible. He joined the Guardians of the Globe and helped save a lot of people. Even though he was doing great as a hero, Marky sometimes felt sad and left out because his dad was far away in space most of the time with Tara and Adam Eve. But deep down, Marky still looked up to his dad and wanted to be just like him. He even visited his grandfather Nolan's grave to think about his family and what kind of hero he wanted to be. Marky was proud of who he was and kept fighting to protect Earth, just like Invincible. But even though Marky loved his dad, he couldn't ignore the pain inside him. As he grew older, he started to feel like his dad had forgotten about him. Mark had gone back to space and spent most of his time with Tara, Marky's sister, while Marky stayed on Earth with Scott. He felt left out and not as important. All those feelings built up until one day, Marky confronted his dad. He was angry, hurt, and just wanted to be seen. In that moment, Marky started a fight, but Mark didn't fight back. Instead, he let his son get all the anger out and then talked to him. Mark listened, comforted him, and tried to help him understand everything. It was a quiet, emotional moment, a father and son finally talking about their pain, trying to reconnect after all the distance. In the years that followed, Markus became Earth's protector. He fought threats, saved lives, and showed the universe that he wasn't just some tragic kid with powers, he was a true hero. He didn't choose how he was born, but he chose what kind of person he wanted to be. And in the end, that choice made all the difference. So that's the full story of Markus Grayson, Kid Invincible. He was born from something terrible, but he refused to let that define him. Thanks for watching, and if you want more stories like this, hit that like and subscribe button. See you next time.